Hello and welcome to the Kim Circle. Jessa Francis here. Thank you so much for being with me today. Today I am going to be talking about coaching with me. Why to coach with someone, and hopefully me. If you're here listening, you're obviously very interested in what I do, what I provide within the Kim Circle and within my coaching. So I thought I would just go ahead and dive in today about what it is I offer, why I offer it, and give you kind of a breakdown of my coaching packages to just clear things up and make everything very, very streamlined and straightforward. So when it comes to getting mentorship and coaching and different things like that, a lot of people kind of have a hard time with stepping in because it's an investment, usually a large financial investment into yourself. And when we invest in ourselves, there's usually three different areas that we're investing in, right? We're investing in our body, specifically our body image. That is usually health, fitness programs and diets and sometimes surgeries. And if we don't do the investment into that, then we end up paying for it in other ways down the road. So that is one of the big ones that people invest in, right? And another one people invest in is money, making more money, getting business coaching. How do I make more money? They will pay to make more money, right? That's an investment that we want to know is going to come back to us financially. Whatever we pay into is going to pay us back tenfold. Right? And then the third big thing that we usually pay for, right, is our love life, right? Love, relationships, finding the right partner. We're getting into communities, getting into relationships, finding friends, different things like that. We'll pay to find that. And oddly enough, funnily enough, right, those are the three big areas that we have really strong limiting beliefs in. And if you haven't listened to my episodes on limiting beliefs, I definitely recommend going and giving those a listen, because those are the areas where we're feeling lack, or we wouldn't be paying for it, right? We have a money story, we have a body story, we have a love story. And understanding those parts of ourselves, and where our self-worth issues in those areas are coming from is so important. And so that wraps me around to my coaching, right? Because if and when, and we all do have these issues in these areas, what we really need to do is get to the root. We need to get to the core of the issue, right? And when you take on a coach like me, for example, who is helping you work on those limiting beliefs, you're therefore going to be investing in those three areas. You're investing in your fitness and nutrition. You're investing in your body image, right? You're investing in how you show up in your friendships and your families and your relationships and your love life, right? And your love with yourself, big time, right? And then we're also, because we're rewriting the script, because we're looking at our issues in self-worth, we're going to be able to step up. We're going to be able to step up at work, and doing the things that we really love in this life, and making more money because we know we are worthy of it, because we are deserving of it. So all of this really comes together, right? Yeah, you may not be paying specifically for this, fitness and diet routine, but what you're paying for is going to help you with that. So all of this comes together, and I know all of this, and that's really what sets my programs apart. That's really what sets my particular type of coaching apart from everything else, right? We're going to be working on self-discovery. We're going to be using memoir writing and storytelling, nervous system healing, but shadow work, right? To help mindfully habit build and feel more empowerment. And then we're also entwining holistic practices like yoga, breathwork, meditation, somatic release, all of those things within a community that is focused on mindfulness, right? On connection and support, on building your life with intention, and using different rituals even, to support that as well. So I have been hard working at this for a couple years now, trying to figure out how to build these programs the best way possible to really support my clients and my Kim Circle members. And so, right, I have the Kim Circle membership, which in the membership, you have monthly deep dives into specific topics, workshops and masterclasses. You have hot seat coaching with me. You have weekly Tea and Truth, where we're working on intention setting, and being present and grounded and making sure that our nervous system is regulated. You have access to recorded workouts and yoga flows, somatic movement, breath work, meditations, as well as affirmations, journaling prompts, all kinds of mindfulness resources. Like, you have just a whole ton of different recordings and things that are going to support you, as well as a community environment, other like-minded people to connect with. We have herbalists, we have therapists, we have mothers, we have veterans, all different women from all over the place coming together and working towards their goals and living their life to the fullest with pure, total authenticity, right? We want to be in a space that feels like a sigh of relief, right? Sigh, take a big deep breath, let down your guard, know that you are not judged, right? We're in a space together where we can truly be ourselves. And that is my goal with the membership, right? It's just kind of like this ongoing therapy in your pocket, day in, day out support. But then with my one-on-one clients and my programs, we dive a little bit deeper, right? You're getting that one-on-one personalized support and diving into your personal story. And I use a combination of all of the same things that are kind of in the membership, but in a more in-depth one-on-one way. Right. So we're using storytelling and memoir writing. You're using your voice, your story to uncover the truth of yourself. This is the shadow work. This is where we do the inner child work and the reparenting. This is where we look at the subconscious and we figure out where all of these stuck patterns and behaviors are coming from. Right. And then we release them through somatic movement, through breath work, with meditation. And that's where, my trauma-informed yoga teacher training comes in, as well as, my deep and long relationship with my own body and knowing how to move it, knowing how to release my trauma physically, emotionally. Right. And being with those emotions, knowing where they're attached physically, knowing how to move them, release them, breathe through them, and rewrite the story, not only mentally, but physically as well. This is where we're also helping ourselves with things like our digestion. We're supporting ourselves in really, really big ways, mentally, emotionally, physically. right? So that really is what kind of sets me apart in what I do. And I have a few different programs that I have put together in order to do that. And one of the biggest things, it depends on it, whether we're working virtually or in person, right? So if you're here locally in Charleston, South Carolina, you have access to me in person and we can do things together, like my 8-week chakra alignment, where I'm infusing yoga nidra with vibrational sound healing and different things like that. There are retreats you can come on with me and things like that as well. But it is that doesn't mean that you have to be in person with me to get the support you need. So I do have one-off coaching where we just kind of get together, do a one-on-one, where I just kind of set you up for success and you can go with it. Or I have 3-month, 6-month, and year-long coaching packages. But it's all about me making sure you have that personalized guidance that is tailored toward your specific journey. Healing is not linear, right? And there is no one size fits all. So it's very important for me to have like a structure that is strong, foundational, supportive, but also moldable. So that we can do the deep inner work with you through, right, the writing, the movement, the mindset shifts, and being able to provide those tools that are specific for you, tools to help you. You know, one tool that works for me may not work for you. One tool that works for one client isn't going to work for another. And I have all of these different ones to help everybody in different ways, resetting their nervous systems and embodying different practices for true lasting change, right? So I want to go ahead and kind of talk you through, why work with me. And here's the thing, is there's a lot of coaches out there. There really are. There are so many different coaches and there are so many amazing people to find support from. And you have to find the one that really clicks with you. The same thing with getting a really good therapist, right? A good therapist versus a mediocre therapist, or one that you don't really truly connect with, makes all the difference in the world. Somebody you can truly open up to, somebody that's really gonna help you feel seen, heard, and loved. And with me, right, like I've had a lot of education in psychology. I have my trauma-informed training. I am a veteran. I'm a mother. I have a background in martial arts. I am deeply rooted and connected in nature and have a spiritual, profound, deep relationship with Mother Nature. I have been through it. The reason I do what I do is because I've been through it. I felt lost and alone. I was lost and alone. I completely lost myself throughout life, throughout the program, right? Being programmed by this life. And I took it upon myself to rewrite the script for myself. And I did that through the practices I share, right? Which was memoir writing, time in nature, somatic movement, somatic release, breathwork, meditation. All of these things is what got me to where I am today. So I'm not just teaching something that I learned through a program or whatever. I'm teaching you something that I have learned over and over and over and over and over and over and over through my own deep personal experiences. I was lost and alone. I was lonely and felt like I hit rock bottom, and I got divorced and lost my kids and just lost myself. I didn't know who I was or what I wanted in this life. and I had to figure it out because I had my children and this deep, profound love in my chest that I knew I had meaning and purpose in this life. I just didn't know what it was or how to do it. And here I am, and this is it. I have found it. I have reconnected and become a better parent, and am, showing up for myself and my kids in ways that I have never done before. I feel more joy, more excitement, more thrill and passion for myself and my life than I was ever even capable of before. In the same way that I did when I was just this little girl, right? My little girl is thriving. And I have been able to take all the different sides of myself, all of the different pieces and parts, and put them together into one whole human, me, who I love and once did not. I absolutely hated. And even that version of myself that I can still go back with, and I still just want to shake her. But I have looked at her, and I have held her face, and I have loved her, and I have taken her hands, and I have brought her forward with me now. And she is here with me. She is in me, and she is part of this story, and I am not denying or avoiding any part of my story and who I am. And that is what I want to help you to do. I want to help you live your life with more fullness. If you have been sitting there just feeling like you don't know who you are and what you want, if you feel lonely and detached and avoidant, if you are dealing with self-sabotage, right? If you feel so disconnected from your partners, from your friends, from your children, right? This is for you. This is it, right? It's not just, because that's the thing. It's not just like, oh, I don't like what I see when I look in the mirror. I don't like my hair. I'm not eating well. Or, I keep getting attached to the wrong kind of person, right? That's just, part and partial to the relationship you have to yourself. And I help you reconnect and bond with yourself, with all of the different versions of yourself, with you through your own story. That is what sets me apart, because I am here, because I've done the work. I'm still doing the work every day. I have a incredible foundational why. I have been through it, and so I can speak to it. I can help you know and feel in your bones that you are not alone. And I know it is in me, and I have been doing it and seen it in real time, that I can show up for myself, and by showing up for myself, show up for you. And you can show up for you with me and on your own and for others. And it's this beautiful ripple effect that happens. So I'm coming from a place of deep and profound love. So much love. And it's the light that is in me that I have cultivated and am shining with courage through fear. I am choosing love again and again and again. And that is why I'm here. This is what I'm doing, sitting here talking to you today. So whether you choose 3 months with me, 6 months with me, or 12 months with me, or you just join the membership, no matter what it is, you're either getting one-on-one time with me, or you're joining a community and a membership. And even when you get with the one-on-one, you are also getting the membership. I should state that. So if you sign up for a one-on-one coaching with me, you also get the membership. Right? So that's kind of what's going on. But either way, we are tackling these things. It's whether you feel like, okay, I can get this done in 3 months, 6 months, or I want to have a whole year with you. right? And I have made it so, like, if you come in for 3 months and you're like, no, I need more, I want to continue with you, that money rolls right into your 6-month program or right into your 12-month program, just like that. So it just rolls forward, right? Because that's really important for me. And I provide sliding scales, because I wouldn't be where I am if I had not found mentorship that was able to work with me financially. So I help you find the thing that you can do, right? While still honoring and loving myself and knowing that I'm doing this to provide stability for myself and my kids, right? So I'm honoring myself and helping you honor you. Inhale, exhale. For me, for you. But I hope that this, helps give you a little more insight, into what I'm doing. I've rambled on here for over 20 minutes now, but imagine a life where you feel confident, where you feel aligned and fully in your truth. That is the life that I have built for myself, that I am sitting here doing right in this moment, and it lights me up. My coaching programs guide you through self-discovery, helping you release limiting beliefs and build habits that support the life you desire, right? I have a mind, body, soul approach where we do transformative storytelling, somatic practices, and also some rituals and reflections and things like that that just make you feel good. Because that's what I want you to do. I want you to dance. I want you to smile. I want you to laugh. I want you to feel this life fully and embrace every part of who you are. Reach out, book a discovery call with me, join the circle. That's a great way to step in. Just get to know me, and then we'll see. Thank you so much. I love you all so much for being here. I'm so grateful for you. I will be back next week. And until then, breathe. Love yourself. Honor yourself. Ask yourself the questions that, what is it what do you need? And then give yourself what you need.